When you start talking about rental property, really when you talk about anything, but when you talk about rental property, people particularly struggle with one issue. Here's the thing you have to remember. Debt equals risk. More debt equals more risk. More debt equals lower cash flow, less cash position, and more risk.
You know what the lowest possible thing you can do with your cash is save it, because cash goes down in value every single day.
So if you buy one house with 50% down, you have less risk than if you take out 8 times more debt and spread this over 4 houses, because none of them are going to cash flow then. This one's barely going to cash flow at 50% down. I love real estate. I know you're full of crap. You've never bought a rental house. I own a bunch of them.
You small, old, condescending man. This dude is calling you for advice and you're yelling at him. You are so small.
Okay? I understand. So don't flinch here. The deal is that they don't cash flow. All of mine are paid for.
Yeah, yours are all paid for because you sell courses to churches and you scare poor people into buying your books.
And some of them with repairs and vacancies don't hardly make money.
Maybe that's why you went bankrupt in real estate, Dave, because obviously you don't know how to manage properties if you can't cash flow when you pay cash. Most people put 20% down or don't use any of their own money, still cash flow. So maybe you just suck at it.
So when you don't get a renter for 4 months, or one doesn't pay for 3 months, or you put in a heat and air system that's $14,000, or you have to put on a roof because it's leaking, and you got to pay property taxes and insurance, even if it's paid for, you don't get a ton of cash flow unless you manage the property extremely well and you buy it cheap.
If you knew anything about real estate, you would know that cash flow isn't even the most important part. The property's double in value. Somebody else is paying down the mortgage if you know what you're doing and aren't an idiot. And you're also getting tax savings plus a little bit of cash flow. So that's actually why you invest in real estate. And that's actually why it creates 90% of millionaires not saving their money. You're the only one that can save their money to that because you prey on people.
All that to say, I definitely wouldn't buy more than one. And you're not even going to like this. I wouldn't even buy one right now until you have the money. I'd pay cash for it or I wouldn't do it. So I'd save up some more.
No, Dave, your way is not the only way. It might work for some people, so good for you and good for them, but it's not the only way to do things. You old, grumpy, get off my lawn